Chris, this question for you. You had 41 points, 10 assists, and no turnovers. That's the first time in NBA playoffs history that anybody's ever done that. How does it feel to do that in a closeout game going to your first Western Conference Finals?
Whatever it took to win. We kept talking about it. Tuck, JH, all of us. We started off the game kind of slow, and we just, tried to do whatever it took to win the game.
Sorry, ESPN. In the third quarter, after the third quarter, it seemed like you went back and you were very vocal. Mike told us you were very vocal to your team. What was the message going into the fourth quarter, down 3, that you had for your team?
Just closeout game. James was under the weather or whatnot, so we was trying to pick him up, and we just talking. Me and Tuck, we always demonstrative when we talking about defensive coverages, and that's how it is because we've known each other since we were 10. But just telling Luke, CC, Clint, closeout game. We can't be tired. If it calls for 40 minutes, 42 minutes, guys got to suck it up.
James, Mike was saying you were under the weather, dealing with some stuff, playing through everything. What exactly was going on with you? Just sickness or?
Nothing.
Able to play through it?
Chris, going down 6, knowing James was at the time out of the game and knowing he wasn't feeling well, how much did that kind of drive you to that fourth quarter, to the need to do some of the things you were able to do in that fourth quarter?
Nah, it was by committee. You know what I mean? Tuck hit some huge shots. When James came back into the game, he hit a step back on that left wing. You know what I mean? And it was just it was some big plays, some timely stops. When James got that steal and that dunk, same thing with I'm tripping with Gerald Green. You know what I mean? Those big plays. So it was just timely things. Every time they had a chance to go up like 6 or 8 on us, somebody made a big play.
Christy Reekin from the AP. Chris, what does it mean to you to not only be in the Western Conference Finals for the first time, but to have had your career best playoff game, score the most points you've ever had in a playoff game tonight to do it?
I don't know. I mean, is that what you play for? You know what I mean? For us, it was just, like we say before every game, like they were in the way, so we was just trying to get another win.
Kim Davis from Talk. Can you guys just talk about, Chris, you said it was by committee, and James, you've been here before, just having like Luke early in the game getting you started, guys like what PJ gives you, Trevor, the stuff that we don't always get to talk about. Can you talk about that kind of effort and how it makes you feel like as you approach the next round?
That's why we're called a team. That's why, each individual has a huge role in what we're trying to do and where we're trying to go, So, obviously you just, bringing Chris here and Tuck and Luke, like we had a vision, that in order to get where we want to go, we needed the right pieces, and that's what they're here for, And so everybody has a role to fulfill. We go out there and compete at a high level every single night on both ends of the floor, and we have to live with the results. But I know that if we give the effort that we know we can, it's pretty tough to beat us.
Valencia King, KKVI out of Dallas. Chris, you kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, but with a guy like Gerald Green, it's one thing to say, be ready when your name is called. But what is it like when you see him day in and day out be able to do that?
It's fun, man. G is an interesting guy. I'm serious. Is to know him is to love him. You know what I mean? Like he I think Gerald's one of those people that if you don't like Gerald Green, then you're telling me a lot about yourself. You know what I mean? And he comes in when he's called on, and he just gonna play hard, play the right way, do whatever the team needs him to win, and wants no credit or whatnot. And that's why we've all been so happy to see how well he's done here with our team.
PJ, Mark Berman from Fox here in Houston. Daryl Morey said a while ago, when you're in the Final Four of anything, it means you have a chance. You played a key role. This is what you came here for. What does this mean to you?
It mean everything to kind of talk about stuff. Everybody, beginning of the year, think they got a chance to be here. Everybody talk about winning. Everybody talking about fighting for a championship, and doing these things. It's kind of cliche, but I think But these guys, like, we really talk about it and we really believed it, and we're really fighting to get that. Like, this is not a game. And everybody takes their job serious and everything that we're doing. Like I said, it's just next man up. Everybody always ready on our team, top to bottom, no matter who coach puts in. We got confidence in everybody and the way we stick together. So it's something special for sure.
Jonathan Fagan, Houston Chronicle. PJ, to put up and hit 5 threes in a closeout playoff game, before you spent a season on a team that expects you to shoot often and as much as you did, would you have been able to do what you did tonight without a season doing this?
I don't know. But these guys, like, Trevor, Luke, we always talk about it, like, they get so much attention. Like, it's just figuring out the spots and where to go and kind of, being able to make plays when they get doubled or, when we're called upon. But, for us, it's always just spacing the court and taking the shots that we take. Shots I practice every day. Trevor, Luke, we all, Ryan, whoever subs in, Gerald, it's just being able to step up and take those shots that we all practice every day and believing in each other. Everybody on our team, you see our bench, everybody believes in each other no matter who goes in the game. So it's just doing what we do.
James, it looked like you had an answer for that question. I was asking if he would have been.
I just can remember, as soon as we got Tuck this summer, me and him were in Vegas just working out, and he was practicing those same shots. I was kind of getting him ready for the shots that he was going to be ready to take. And, I mean, it's just great to see him shooting those same shots in big-time games. Like, all the work that he's put in every single day, it pays off.
Christy Reekin from the AP. James, can you talk about what Chris did tonight? What do you think about his performance?
Unbelievable. I mean, he went out there and took over the game, and especially for an opportunity like, he's never had before. He went to go get it. He put us all on his back and said, listen, I got us. That's big time right there. It's a big time performance. He got in his bag and, he called everybody off. He said, you get out the way, I'm going to put us on his back. He had that look in his eyes. Here you go. I mean, if he has a I don't care what you say. But, and if he has a look in his eyes, every single night, he's a problem. Never again.
Yeah. Kirk Bowles from the Austin American. Chris, you and PJ go way back, I know. Did you lobby for the Rockets to sign him, and how much has his game transformed over the years?
Man, Tuck been the same size since we was 10 years old. we used to play AAU basketball against each other since we was like 10, 11 years old. And, this summer, it's crazy because Daryl came up to me after the game and was talking about how, when my trade happened and I had a chance to opt in, that's what gave us the ability to get Tuck. And I remember where I was at Tyson Chandler's house when Tuck hit me and said he was thinking about coming here, and I was like, definitely. We were supposed to go to college together, but that's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? So for us and our families to know each other as well as they know each other, for us to finally get an opportunity to play together, on the same team after knowing each other for so long, and both of us never being, past, that round or whatnot, it's cool and special to get a chance to do it with a guy I've been with since we were little.
Cute love story, man.
Hey, relax.
Oh, man. Come on, man. Why you just gonna say something? Gotta say something, man. Cute.
Brian Smith, Houston Chronicle. Chris, 13 years in your career, how much are you enjoying this on the court, off the court? I mean, we can see you guys laughing and all the inside jokes, but I mean, you also just put up 41 points in a playoff game. You got Harden on your team. You guys have an obvious shot to win the NBA Finals. I mean, is this the best it's been for you in your career?
It's just fun. You know what I mean? It's not about the points or anything like that. It's about the process. And I think for us, it's about how we built it, too. Starting with this summer and all the conversations and the talks. And I think it was during the third quarter or the fourth quarter, I went nuts on Tuck. And then I calmed down and I smiled at him. You know what I mean? And we, all of us know that there's never any malicious, feelings towards each other. It's all to try to win, and that's what's been fun about this, is just building it.
Adam Smolin, Sports Radio 610. PJ, you said after Game 2 that they played harder than you guys did. Did you feel like that as you watch the film of that you basically just said to yourselves that can't happen ever again?
No doubt about it. That's every time we slipped a little bit tonight, we just got right back on, focusing in on not letting them out-hustle us, 50-50 balls, burning the floor, everything. So that's something that every time they made a run or went up, was the next thing, and the next time out, coming out of timeout, listen, all right, fellas, let's go out here, let's play hard. We got to leave it out there on the floor every single time, so always.
Last question. James, after that 5-game series with the Utah Jazz, just what do you think about that franchise and their future moving forward?
Unbelievable, especially, nobody expecting them to be in a situation they're in right now. Sky's the limit for them. Obviously they got a great young future in Donovan and some great pieces to go around them. And obviously Quinn Snyder, a really good coach. So, keep building and, we'll see what happens.